Alright. Welcome to this edition of the Weekly Sportscast with your hosts, Jake Gould and Brandon Skinner. In this episode, we'll be going over the first couple days of free agency and all the major moves and giving you everything you need to know and our opinions about every move.
This week's episode is sponsored by Kawhi Leonard's sense of humor. Let's get into it.
What you rockin' ZO2s? I'm blowing past some ZO2. You know I got a ZO2. Pay respect and pay you.
So, Brandon, L.A. Braun is official.
Yeah,
4 years, $154 million.
that's crazy. It's not surprising, but then again it is because, I don't know, it's just whenever LeBron goes anywhere, it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
He's a big man.
It was down to L.A. and Cleveland, and I know why you chose.
Yeah, I would not go back to Cleveland ever. So, but we have a LA Braun episode up already on YouTube channel, right?
Check it out.
Check it out. All right.
Shameless plug.
All right. And joining LeBron in Los Angeles was Lance Stevenson, the famous ear blower, whatever you want to call it, the LeBron stopper. He agrees to a 1-year deal with the Lakers to join LeBron and company in Los Angeles. What do you think about this, Jake?
Ring chaser. Why not? Go for it, baby.
Go for it, baby.
Get that ring, Lance. You deserve it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's fair for the rest of the NBA to have the best player and then the only man who can stop the best player in the league. So.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard? You went to the Lakers?
No, Lance Stevenson. Lance Stevenson. He's just a big meme, and he's a solid player, I guess. He can give you some spurts of excellence, but he's definitely going to be coming off the bench, I think. So that's the extent of that. Another Lakers prospect, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, returns to the Lakers on a 1-year deal. What about that?
He's a great 3D guy. He thrived. He had a career year this year. Interesting to know that all these are 1-year deals. So I think the Lakers may think that they're not going to be able to trade for Kawhi this season. So I think they're just hoping that they're just keeping cap space to go for the next offseason.
Yeah, I agree.
I think LeBron knows that, and I think he wants to help the core of Zoe, Ingram, Kuzma, Hart, just help them develop for one where you get more experience so that way they can get LeBron and Kawhi of 2019 and make that finals run.
Yeah, that's true. KCP he's a bench player. He can come off and shoot some threes and just run the offense a little bit. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a good signing for the Lakers, and he's an experienced guy.
The best signing the Lakers have done, besides LeBron, one, JaVale McGee.
Oh, my gosh.
1 year, $4.5 million.
JaVale McGee, I love that, man. I think he's really underrated as a player, and he's 7 feet tall, and on the Warriors he played pretty well in the finals. Gave them that sweep. He carried them essentially.
Sure won MVP.
Sure won finals MVP. Hot take. But JaVale McGee, even though he can be a Shaq and a fool at times, he's a good player, and he's a good big man that you can have, and he can play to come off the bench or play with Brook Lopez or whatever it happens. Also, staying in the Western Conference, our man Elfrid Payton signed a 1-year deal with the New Orleans Pelicans. Post-Hair Elfrid is signing with the New Orleans Pelicans to back up Drew Holiday, it seems like. So, what about that?
Yeah, if they don't want to re-sign Rajon Rondo, he could slide into the starting point guard position. He's a fine starting point guard. He had like 2 triple-doubles when he joined the Suns and then kind of teetered off after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting to note that the Suns they didn't re-sign Elfrid Payton, and they waived Tyler Ulis and Ellen Williams. Ulis and Williams are both really close friends with Devin Booker.
Yeah.
He's due for an extension, so it's going to be interesting to see how D-Book reacts to that. He was very vocal in being pissed off about that.
Yeah.
So, hey, he is a friend of D'Angelo Russell in Brooklyn. Let's get that backcourt rolling, baby.
Devin Booker and D'Angelo Russell.
D-Book and D'Lo, that Brooklyn backcourt. Let's make it happen. Come on, Sean Marks. But the Suns' one big free agency splash was Trevor Ariza to 1 year and $15 million.
Yeah.
I really don't know why they did this.
What do you mean? Why they did? Trevor Ariza, he's a really good 3-and-D guy, and then
yeah, he's a great 3-and-D defender. I guess I don't know why they're trying to rush the rebuilding process.
Yeah, they don't even need to rush the rebuilding process. Just have him there, and hopefully, like Paul George, they can just fall in love with Phoenix, I guess, and stay there, even though it's a bad team. But
maybe they haven't been good since Steve Nash.
I know, but Trevor Ariza is a solid guy, and that's just good for the rest of the Western Conference because he's off the Rockets, and
yeah,
that makes them weaker.
That really hurts the Rockets.
It does. He's an underrated part of that team, a 3-and-D guy who he plays and he's experienced and he just does his thing. So.
The Rockets did re-sign CP3, 4 years, $160 million.
4 years, 100. Is that a max deal?
That's the max.
Oh my!
Making more than Braun. You believe that?
Yeah, I can believe that. LeBron. I think LeBron at this point doesn't matter how much he makes playing basketball because he's got so many other business endeavors outside of basketball. He's closed in on being a billionaire, so this is it's whatever. It's chump change.
Pocket change.
But Chris Paul, the Rockets, that's good for them. Although he's 32 or 33.
He's 33.
33, same age as LeBron. They get lock him up for 4 more years, so that they're hoping he can give him 4 more years of really good production and Chris Paul-esque level of production.
When he's healthy, he's top 3-point guard in the league.
Yeah, when he's healthy, I can agree with that. I don't know.
Top 5, top 10 all time.
No, you can't be a top 10 point guard and not win a ring or even make it to.
Steve Nash is.
Maybe.
He's a top 3-point guard.
Steve Nash, top 3 of all time. I don't know about that.
Name 3 better than him.
Magic.
Okay.
You could make an argument Steph Curry already better than him.
Maybe.
And you can make the argument that let's see who else. I gotta think about this.
Could say Jason Kidd.
Could say Jason Kidd. Probably could say that.
Anyways.
Anyways.
That's a topic for another podcast. Shameless plug. The Nuggets kept Jokic and Barton. Those were the 2 big boys.
The big boys. I love Jokic. I think his game is really underrated. He's a great facilitating big man, probably the best passing big
Best
in the
passing
league.
center in the league.
I'm excited to see the Nuggets because they can actually make some noise this year in the playoffs if they have a healthy Paul Millsap. Or did he resign? Or is he on contract?
He's still under contract.
Okay, so they have a healthy Paul Millsap locking down the defense. Then they can have a healthy Jokic the whole time, and with Will Barton, and hopefully they can make some noise in this.
It's a great offensive team.
It's a great offensive team, but Paul Millsap needs to tighten up that defense. You know what I mean? I had that man on fantasy last year.
And we played like 40 games.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you do that.
It was awful. Oh my gosh, it was bad.
We had there was a lot less movement than I thought with some guys. Like Rudy Gay opted out of his deal with the Spurs and then re-signed for 1 year, $10 million. KD re-signed, obviously.
Yeah, KD.
My boy Joey Buckets re-signed with my Brooklyn Nets, 2 years, $16 million. D Rose re-signed with the Timbs.
D Rose. Derrick Rose, that man. He would probably be the best player in the league right now if he never gotten injured, and I love that man. I think he's.
I miss D Rose so much.
I miss prime D Rose so
Making
much.
me tear up.
Oh my god.
But that's a topic for another podcast in the future.
But I guess Derrick Rose, he played well in the playoff series with the Rockets.
Yeah, he had the best plus minus for the Timbs in the playoffs.
Yeah, he came off the bench and he was scoring 10 points and getting like 6 assists and he played well. Whenever I watched him, he seemed to be like the catalyst for that Timberwolves. Even though
right now at this point in his career, he just needs to try to be a spark plug off the bench.
Yeah, he needs to be a 6th man, and yeah, maybe if he's a 6th man on a championship team and the rest of his career, he will be a Hall of Famer, I think.
Yeah, maybe he could be the 3rd person to win MVP and 6th man of the year. That's what Harden did.
That's what Harden. Oh yeah, Harden, big man. Even though he shouldn't have won it this year, but
whoa.
LeBron deserved it more. That's a fact.
That's an opinion.
It's a fact.
Anyways,
LeBron has had a better year than James Harden. So
I thought Fred VanVleet was going to move somewhere.
No.
I thought he was going to be very sought after, but he stayed with the Raptors 2 years, $16 million.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. The Raptors have their best opportunity in years to make any sort of playoff noise with
now LeBron's gone.
LeBron being gone, so Fred VanVleet was like the leader of that bench, the
best bench in the league.
Best bench in the league, the Toronto Raptors. And yeah, I'm excited. I watched him play in college, and now I'm seeing him play in the NBA, and it's exciting to see him do well and get that guap.
Yeah. Doug McDermott, I didn't realize he was going to be so sought after. He's still like a young prospect. He was a lottery pick. He signed for 3 years, $22 million to the Pacers. He's going to be a good bench guy for them. He's a lot of potential. I like his game.
Bench guy. He's really good. He was great in college. And he's been playing. He slimmed down and been playing well for the Bulls. And
he was with the Bulls. He started with the Knicks this year. They got traded to the Mavs. Did good there.
Yeah, he's doing.
He can
very
get
well.
you 10 a night.
He is. He's a good player. He's underrated, and he's still got room to grow. Definitely. So the Pacers are looking good this year in the East. They might be a sleeper pick to make some noise. I guess maybe get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Go to the finals, yeah.
I don't know about the finals.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, the Eastern Conference Finals. That's fair. But Doug McDermott is a good thing. This brings us to a man named Paul George.
Oh
my God, he's just.
I get it.
No,
we talked about this on LeBron, on our LeBron Free Agency special.
We're talking about it again.
He's friends with Russ. They had a great lineup when Roberson was healthy. They want to make another run at it. They're hoping they have more chemistry. But you could have played with LeBron James,
even if
the best player in the world, in the best city in the world, your hometown.
I know.
PG-13.
He's so dumb. Even if LeBron doesn't go to LA, he goes to LA and is the face of his hometown team, the face of the most storied franchise in the NBA, and he can lead a group of young guys. And then LeBron can come whenever, or then LeBron might have hopped on board if he saw Paul George, but. It's
a disappointment.
I cannot believe he stayed. I cannot envision Oklahoma City winning anything more than a first-round playoff series and with this lineup. But I mean,
If Roberson is healthy, I could see them losing in the conference finals.
I don't know. They're not that good. They got beat. They got gentlemen swept by the team led by a rookie and Rudy Gobert. And I love Rudy Gobert.
That was a great team.
But I mean, they're an all right team. They were a mediocre team, and they got almost swept by them. And they played more games at home than them. It's just like they were the higher seed, and it's just Paul George staying on the Oklahoma City Thunder doesn't do much for him or for his legacy, and he's getting to that age where he just start.
I mean, it shows some loyalty. I mean, the big thing is that he like destroyed his leg 4 years ago, so he was looking for. But like guys that go through such terrible injuries like that are looking for like long-term stability.
I guess.
So
yeah.
that's why he did the 4-year deal with the Thunder.
You cannot build a championship team around Russell Westbrook. That's just a fact. You can't. I don't think any team led by Russell Westbrook is going to ever win a championship, and I don't like his game. I don't know why Paul George, being as talented as he is, would stay with that. It's just stupid.
They're boys.
I know they're
buddies.
boys, but
they want to make a run for it.
yeah, but they're not
Let
going
them
to
try.
suck.
I know. I agree with you.
They literally are not good. He's just stupid. He should have been in LA. If Paul George's on that LA team right now, they're probably going to go to the finals.
Oh yeah.
LeBron, Paul George, Lonzo, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Julius Randle, JaVale.
Resign Brook Lopez. Resign IT. They should.
It would have been over.
Brook Lopez and IT are still free agents, but moving on.
What about DeAndre Jordan? What about him?
He opted in. He was going to opt into his $24 million player option with the Clippers to then just get traded to the Mavs. The Mavs didn't want to give up anything to the Clippers, so the Clippers just let him walk. So he's going to sign a 1-year, $24 million deal with the Mavs, which is they want to compete
right now.
I mean, they wanted him for a while. Why not? That just means bad news for Boogie.
Bad news for Boogie. Why?
They were the only team that could offer him a lot of money.
Oh, the Mavericks?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So now Boogie may be forced to re-sign with the Pelicans for 2 years.
DeAndre Jordan's move to the Mavericks, it solidifies the end of Lob City.
Yeah.
Los Angeles is done.
Every person who was on
a contributor on that team, yeah.
On that 2016-2017 team is gone. Rivers, Pierce, Griffin, CP3, DeAndre, Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, it's sad. Doc Rivers couldn't.
Doc Rivers traded his son.
That's embarrassing. He didn't trade it. That was front office. But he was Doc Rivers. But I think with the addition of DeAndre Jordan and with the addition of Luka Doncic in the draft, I think the Mavericks become a playoff team. I think
8th seed.
8th or 7th seed. I mean,
depends on what the Timberwolves do.
Yeah, the West is just stacked.
Yeah,
there's too many teams in there. But with Dennis Smith Jr. and Luka Doncic holding down the backcourt, and then DeAndre Jordan and Dirk in the front court, I think it's and Harrison Barnes is still on that team.
Harrison Barnes.
And he's been the guy in Dallas for a while now, and he's a 20-point-a-night scorer when he's on that number one option team. And so this could be a playoff team that don't sleep on them if they can figure it out.
I want to make one last run with Dirk. Make it happen.
Yeah, if they can figure it out.
I want to see Dirk hit a fadeaway game winner in the playoff series one last time.
Oh yeah, I want to see Mark Cuban win another championship. I love that man.
Mark Cuban?
I love that man.
He's a little cutie, like you.
All right. No. DeAndre, hopefully Luka just be throwing lobs to DeAndre the whole time, and we can have Lob Angeles and
Lob
Dallas.
Moving on, Ersan Ilyasova. He was going to be a solid after as a small ball 5 who can shoot 3 and defend. He signed for 3 years, $21 million with the Bucks.
Yep.
This is good because John Hanson and Thon Maker aren't that good.
But
now they have 4 centers on the roster. So
Ersan is a smaller guy though. He can play power forward.
He can play the 4, yeah.
On a small ball team, and he's a very good player, and he's a solid piece to add to any contending team.
Correct.
So that's a pretty
good
good
move. Aaron Baines re-signed with the Celtics.
Yeah, that's good. I like him a lot as a backup center.
I don't really like him. I don't vibe with him. I don't.
Why not? He's so good.
He just he's the key to their gritty defense. I don't know. I don't like it. He just stands there and gets dunked on.
No, he doesn't. He's so good. The man bun and everything. He's probably one of the better.
House.
He's one of the better backup centers in the league, and he plays well when Horford's not in there. And I love the man. I think that's a really good signing.
Speaking of the best backup center in the league, a man by the name of Ed Davis signed with my Brooklyn Nets for 1 year, $4.5 million. I'm very excited with this move, as he was loved by Dame and CJ. They were very sad to see him go, and he's a rebounding machine. He would get 9 a game in 20 minutes. Yeah. He can score a little bit in the post, and he's going to be a big part of my Brooklyn Nets struggling off defense. We had a bad defense last year. We did. So I'm excited to see him help mentor young Jared Allen too. Yeah. And he was just a great veteran addition to our locker room.
Yeah, I agree. I'm seeing here, it says Gerald Green returns to Houston on a 1-year, $2.4 million. That's so whack. That's so dumb.
Why not sign him?
Because he's bad.
He's not that bad.
I watched him in the playoff series. He would come in the game and shoot 1-3, and he'd make his first one every time, and then he just
make the first one, then not do anything.
Keep shooting, brick, turnover.
He's like Steve Kerr. He can defend too.
Yeah, but he's just bad, and he does more turnovers than he does help. And
I put like him and like Gordon and Tucker and Ariza on like the same like categories.
No, he's
like,
one tier below
bench
them.
boys. Well, yeah, they lost Ariza. They lost Ariza, so they need him back.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he is not that good a player, and he's a lot more often than not a hurt rather than a help. He may give 3 points or 5 points a game off the bench, which is
why not
nothing. And yeah, there's better options than that.
JJ Redick re-signed with the Sixers, 1 year, $12 million.
That's good. Sixers are poised to make a run this year now that LeBron's out of the East, and I love JJ Redick. I love him. He's just a little white boy.
He's perfect for that system.
Yeah, he's a little white boy that can shoot, and that's awesome.
He's one of the best shooters in the league.
Yeah, and even though he's getting a little old, he's still a really good player. He was a big contributor last year.
He's behind screens, so he can be old.
That's true. He's just a little bit worse than Kyle Korver, but
yeah,
I don't know. So, what else? Any other big moves that you're surprised about, or anything that the people that haven't been signed yet?
I want to see where Jabari Parker goes.
Is he a free agent this year?
Restricted.
Okay.
I mean, but the Bucks just ate up some of their cap space with Ilya Silva, so I don't know if they might re-sign him. I want him on the Nets. I think we can help revitalize his career with our developmental staff, and he'd fit perfectly in our 3-and-D system as that stretch four. I'm very surprised that Aaron Gordon re-signed with the Magic.
Why?
Your Magic.
The Magic are raw. I love Aaron Gordon.
I don't know what he likes there. I mean, they completely flipped up the whole front office, so maybe see some appeal there. But I mean, I would like to see him help for that possible finals running Pacers team.
No, Aaron Gordon. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of Aaron Gordon in the world. I think he's all right. He's just a big athletic dude who's kind of not very polished yet, but
he's not very polished exactly.
But he's good enough. Was probably the best player on that team.
Oh yeah, easily.
Behind probably Nikola Vucevic, because Vucevic is just the best ever probably. But Aaron Gordon, he has a lot of room to improve, I guess you could say. A lot of potential
on defense
that he could do in every facet of his game. He can shoot the 3-ball a little bit, but I think it's
he
a good thing.
Like 30%,
something like that. I think it's a good thing for him to be back in Orlando. I think he can grow with this young core. He has 4 years. He can grow with Mo Bamba and
Isaac
and Jonathan Isaac.
That could be a really good
defensive
front
team.
court.
Really good front court and defensive team. It could be
if Bamba and Isaac can give Aaron Gordon some of his defense.
Exactly. Yeah, but
you need a point guard now. You really need a point guard.
We just need to take back Alfred Payton and let him grow his hair back again.
Why not?
Why not?
Alfred Payton or IT?
Yeah, but I think Aaron Gordon would have been a good addition to that Pacers team, but I'm really happy he's staying in Orlando because give us some hope for the future, I guess.
I guess.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
It's tragic.
I'm so sorry that you're a Magic fan.
You're a Nets fan.
Yeah, but we have a rebuild in motion. We're very successful. We flip veterans for second-round picks all the time.
I get it.
That's what we're probably going to do with Ed Davis. And I'll be very happy.
What are you going to do? Flip him for a second-round pick?
At the trade deadline. We did that with Tyler Zeller last year.
Tyler Zeller is so good, though.
No, he wasn't.
He's good. Okay, whatever. He's really good.
The Knicks signed Mario Hezonja to a 1-year deal. He was a former
Magic player.
He was a 5th overall pick in 2014. The Magic's horrible front office kind of really messed him up.
He's so bad. He's just not.
No,
good.
he's not
pretty bad.
He averaged like 15 points, I think, when he started. 10 overall. He shot better from 3. He passed and boarded a little. He helped me a lot in fantasy. I ended up flipping him and Blake Griffin for D'Lo and Brandon Ingram, so I was very happy with that move.
Yeah, that's not bad. I got destroyed in fantasy this year. That was not a good year for me.
You had Paul Millsap and Kawhi. What'd you expect?
To win. I wanted to win. I wanted to win.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this about free agency. Where do you think DeMarcus Cousins ends up signing?
LA for 3 years or in New Orleans for 2.
Why is that?
I mean, Anthony Davis loves him, and
Okay.
Anthony Davis, Boogie, and Mirotic is instantly like a top 3 front court.
Yeah.
Like those are just that's such a great offensive team, and like AD and Boogie's defense kind of helps. Mirotic is a little shortcomings on defense. In LA, because LeBron loves Boogie, Boogie loves LeBron.
Yeah.
That's a championship team.
No, it's not.
LeBron, Boogie, and the three boys.
No.
That can go to the finals.
I doubt it. Not in the West.
That team could be the Warriors.
No, it couldn't. No, it couldn't do that. Steph Curry could lock up Lonzo.
Steph Curry, Lonzo would lock up Steph.
No.
Lonzo's a great defender.
Steph can cook anybody in the league.
Not Lonzo.
Yeah. Yeah, he can. What do you think, talking about the Pelicans and DeMarcus Cousins, do you think the Pelicans are a better team with or without DeMarcus Cousins?
I don't know. Because I think that, like, during the regular season, when AD played like the MVP, they had a lot more success there. But I think in the playoffs, they need Boogie's, like, superstar presence and abilities to be able to, if they want to, like, make a run against the Warriors in a 7-game series, they will need, like, Boogie's presence to help them out there.
See, I disagree with you there. I think that they're a much better team with Anthony Davis and make him the focal point, the absolute just star of that team, regardless of with no one else kind of blocking him out, taking his touches and stuff like that. I think he's a much better player than Boogie, and they showed it in the playoffs when they swept the 3-seed Trailblazers without Boogie. They looked really good, and a lot of people were scared for the Warriors because they played well. Was it 4-1 that the Warriors beat them, or was it a sweep?
4-1, gentleman's sweep.
Gentleman's sweep. It was 4-1. So they looked good with him, and Drew Holiday stepped up, Rajon Rondo stepped up, and I think that team is a lot more dangerous just with Anthony Davis.
Drew Holiday's a beast.
Drew Holiday's a beast. They sleep on him, but he's good. So,
all right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back in a minute with the rest of free agency for you boys. Hello, Sportscast Nation. I'm Jake Gould, your co-host. And when I said we're going to take a quick break, it was just because the camera died. But then my co-host Brandon got a little schlump. Cameraman, can you show us Brandon? Yeah, we recorded 2 podcasts in one day, so he's feeling a little out of it. He also has a little bit of tummy problems too, so that's not helping. So it looks like the set crew is getting a little angsty, so I'm going to wrap up this episode of the Weekly Sportscast here. Thank you for listening to this free agency recap. Be sure to like, subscribe, tell your mom, tell your dad. Shout us out on Twitter, Instagram. We're on Twitter and Instagram at the Weekly Sportscast for both. Thank you, boys, and we'll be back for more content.
What you rockin' ZO2s? I'm blowing past some ZO2. You know I got a ZO2. Pay respect and pay your dues.
Intro music. Ooh.